Hello everyone and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy offers guest house to Liam during Hope's separation. Too close for comfort. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Steffy offers guest house to Liam during Hope's separation. Too close for comfort. The bold and the beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McKinswood, could catch Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, off guard with an offer if he separates from Hope Spencer, Annika Noel. It seems likely Liam will move out of the cabin in the fate of Hope's kiss with Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, so we've to consider where Liam will end up staying. Bill Spencer will clearly drink Liam with open arms if his son shows up demanding a room. Liam could also stay in a hostel, but Steffy might have a different result in mind. After all, Steffy has a guest house on her property, and that would put Liam hard for further quality time with Kelly Spencer, who always seems to want further of it these days. Liam could tuck Kelly in more constantly and read her more bedtime stories, so the idea of being there on the same property might be appealing. Of course, Steffy would no doubt want to check in with John Finnegan and make sure he's okay with this arrangement. Finn might contend that it's forfeiture, but enterprises could creep in sooner or laterly. B&B suckers know Finn works long hours and isn't home as important as he'd like to be. Liam could end up filling the void a bit, so that could leave Finn with some growing precariousness and worries. Steffy and Liam have a history, which has redounded in them cheating in the history. Will Finn ultimately feel like Steffy's ex-husband is too close for comfort? Liam could overstay his hello if he's not careful, but having him move in the guest house would be an intriguing story development. This news could potentially produce some pressure between Steffy and Finn down the road, so stick with us for updates on any conflict that might be brewing. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam will have to find a way forward after Hope's treason, so Steffy suspended from HFTF. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that Hope could get suspended from Hope for the future. The Sculpt Peep for the week of June 19th reveal that she'll eventually kiss. There will be fallout from their conduct. Keep on reading to learn further. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Hope Logan and Thomas Forrester kiss in Rome. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, Hope Logan and Thomas Forrester eventually kiss in Rome. This could produce a fallout among them and the rest of the Forrester crew. For illustration, Hope could get suspended from the Hope for the future. One addict brought up this possible enterprise on the Soap Central forums. They introduced 11 propositions that could be after Hope and Thomas kiss in Rome. It's likely that Steffy would want Hope removed from the line since their relationship turned particular. On the other hand, if the catching is a mega hit, it may not be. People formerly suppose they are the dream platoon still. Thomas is the lead developer of Hope for the future. He get to say since he helped turn her line around. Hope's passions for Thomas might ruin her career in the fashion assiduity. Steffy could use this to get back at Hope for lying to her. Up to this moment, Hope assured Steffy that nothing was going on between them. She claimed that she didn't have passions for Thomas. Still, the observers formerly know what's been on her mind recently. Hope can't get these dirty fantasies about Thomas out of her head. It's commodity that she's been floundering with. Other suckers took to the forum to partake their studies on what could be. Everyone won't be happy to hear about Thomas and Hope kissing in Rome, especially Hope's hubby Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. B&B spoilers. What will be to Thope? According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, suckers are buzzing about what will be to Thope after they kiss in Rome. Some indeed question this week's exercise. They are skeptical about the characters actually kissing. However, it looks like it happens and Liam finds them. Hope is the one who kisses Thomas. She grabs his face and chops one on him. Liam can tell that it was Hope who wanted Thomas, not the other way around. Some B&B suckers feel that Steffy shouldn't suspend Hope from the line for kissing her family. Still, some suckers feel that it'll be due to several factors from the fallout. What are your studies? Do you suppose Hope will get suspended from HFTF? The unborn fashion exercise takes place. In Rome, a triumphant Brooke walked onto the sundeck to see if Hope was ready for the big day. Hope said that she was agitated for the occasion to model alongside her mama. Brooke smiled astronomically and remarked that she nearly fell over when Ridge had suggested that she walk the runway in the Hope for the Unborn exercise. Hope suggested that it was a sign that Ridge still loved Brooke. Hope ran through the brief but sincere speech that she planned to give at the fashion exercise. After she was done, Hope expressed remorse that Liam would be unfit to attend the event. Brooke assured Hope and reminded her son that the trip was a work trip. Still, Hope rued that her hubby would not be with her on what could be the biggest day of her professional life. Thomas reluctantly admitted to Ridge that including Brooke in the show was a good idea. Ridge was confident that the press would eat it up. Ridge asked Thomas if he was nervous, but before Thomas could answer, Steffy and Carter entered the room and raised their belief that Thomas had nothing to be nervous about. Back in Los Angeles at Forrester, Eric, Zend, Paris, and RJ gathered in the administrative office to watch the feed of the Hope for the Unborn show. RG bothered that the Logan/Forrester feud might ever come into play during the event. Paris snappily admonished RJ for trying to enchant effects. Zend participated that he would spoken to Thomas and learned that Brooke would be part of the show. Eric smiled wryly and said that Rome was having a big impact on Brooke and Ridge. Aboard the Spencer Spurt, Liam called Bill's offer to fly him to Rome extremely generous. Liam tried unsuccessfully to call and text Hope. Bill informed him that the Spurt was being upgraded and that Wi-Fi would not be available to them on the flight. When the content of Thomas ultimately came up, Bill noted that if Bill was able to change, Thomas could be too. Liam asked if Bill had made any progress in winning Katie back. Bill said that he'd not. Bill suggested that when his son had wrapped effects up in Rome, Liam and Hope should join him aboard the Stella Maris. Liam bothered that he'd missed the event. Bill said that he'd auto-staying on the tarmac to marshal Liam to the event upon wharf. Liam rued, putting Hope between himself and Thomas. "What she needs is my support. To know that I love her, and I'm there for her," Liam murmured. Latterly, in Piazza Navona, Steffi mingled with the press in advance of the show. Confidentially, Hope continued to battle her jitters. An enthusiastic Thomas joined her many moments laterally and expressed how proud he was to be part of the Hope for the Unborn brand. "Go out there and be you," Thomas said encouragingly. With the Fontana di Quattro Fiumi as the background, the Hope for the Unborn show went off without a hitch. The shutterbugs feverishly snapped images while a crowd of bystanders watched every moment. After the show, Hope delivered a speech to the media. Fashion can be anything from fun to glamorous to indeed pushing boundaries. Hope began. Hope touted the significance of her line having a social heart. Hope introduced Thomas, the creative force behind the line and someone she was deeply fortunate to have on her platoon. When the press conference was opened up for questions, a shooter asked for a print of Thomas and Hope together. Thomas and Hope smiled and looked at each other as the sounds of cameras snapping prints filled the room. This occasion featured the songs Equator by DJ Matrix and Ginevra Lamborghini and I See You by Il Basciano, Ginevra Lamborghini, and Vincent Arena.